that's fine. There you go. And then you're gonna feed that through the rings there.
And then you're gonna do this.
Yeah, to make the little bowl.
Little bowl.
Yes.
Yeah. Watch this.
And through there, yep. Do the circle one. Yeah, as much as pull it through, there you go. Yeah, and then if you want to feed it back through one more time.
One more time.
From inside, yeah. The other way. Feeding it to yeah, like that.
Oh, okay, the dog that you were using, how much weight was that dog?
Was it the white and black dog?
Yeah.
She was probably, or is probably like 40 pounds.
Okay, about the same.
Yeah, there you go, okay? So what we're gonna do here is who's gonna work with Noche first?
Oh, yes, I will.
Okay.
But
Let's go ahead and put it to 10.
sit. Don't tell her anything.
Yeah, you're fine, don't worry about it. And Sergio, correct?
Yes.
Okay. We'll give Sergio the remote, and I'm going to coach him through finding what we call our working number, okay? So there's 3 levels. There's connection level, which is when you see the contraction, but the dog's not fazed by it. Okay, so she'll be staring at something and this is happening, but the dog doesn't care, okay? Then we have the perception level, which is she starts to kind of move around a little bit, because she's starting to feel it. And then we have our working number, and our working number is the number that's very important, because that's what's going to make everything work right off the bat, okay? So you're at 10?
Yeah.
So go ahead and just look at Noche, and I'm going to have you anchor yourself so she doesn't pull you all over the place. So that's fine right there. And I'm going to have you press the bumpy button when I say the word tap, okay?
This one, right?
The bumpy one. There you go, right? So tap, 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 tap. Right, so the tiny little response, let's go ahead and go to 15.
Okay, so you can move this one on. There, 15.
And tap, tap, tap. 20.
20.
Tap, 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 tap. 25. And if you land 26, 27, or whatever, that's fine.
Okay,
Tap.
25.
Tap, tap, tap. 30. Tap, tap, tap. It's not uncommon. Tap, tap. 35. I think I saw a switch there.
Yeah.
Tap. Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Tap.
35.
There it is, right? Tap. Tap. Right, so you see how she's kind of phased by it? Let's go to 38. So we know she feels it now, but now we want to find something that's concerning for her. Okay?
So we're not gonna go to 40.
Tap. Tap. Let's go back down, let's go to 30. So see how that was a really big jump?
Yeah.
So now she's starting to become more aware of the sensation. So we're going to adjust it here. We're going to go to 30.
Okay, 30.
And tap, tap, tap. Back to 35. Okay, so we're trying to find like essentially the perfect number, right? And it's going to change. It's not going to be consistent. It's not going to be the same number every day. But I want you to get used to just finding this number, okay? And then again, tap, tap, tap. Are you pressing the bumpy one or the?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, tap, tap, tap. There it is. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with this number. We're probably gonna have to adjust it. Okay, we're gonna start with the leash walking exercise. Okay. So yeah. So let's go ahead and bring her over here, Sergio. And we're gonna go right here on the sidewalk. So this exercise is very simple. Did you want to put your treat bag down or anything, or I'll put it on the bench for you. So what we're going to do here is when you're walking with Noche, you're actually going to give slack. And what you're also going to do is whenever Noche pulls ahead of you, you're going to immediately turn to your right like this. Okay? If she passes, you're gonna turn like this.
This way.
And then always immediately to your right. Correct. At a 180, right? So you're just going back and forth. Now when you're doing this, I'm also gonna be telling you tap. Okay? So you're walking with Noche, she pulls ahead, you turn, tap, 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 until Noche comes to your side. Once she does so, you would stop tapping, but in the beginning, she's probably gonna pull ahead. So then you would turn again, tap, 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 until she's here. Okay, and you're gonna find yourself doing this repeatedly, back and forth. I'm gonna coach you through it, okay? But the main thing I want you to remember is always to 180 turn to your immediate right, okay? So go ahead and relax and give slack. That's fine right there. And forward, tap, tap, forward, tap, tap, good. Keep walking forward, tap, 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 good. Turn to your right, tap, 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 forward, tap. Relax. Turn to your right, tap, 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 forward, tap, tap, good. Keep forward, tap, good. Relax, good. Turn to your right, forward, tap, 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 keep forward, tap. Let's go to bump it, let's go to 38 now.
She is pulling away from me.
Yes.
Okay.
And you're gonna shorten just a little bit, that's good. Turn to your right, tap, tap, forward, tap, keep moving forward, tap, tap, and relax. Good, keep forward. Good, turn to your right, tap, tap, forward, good, forward.
Good job.
Keep forward. Turn to your right again, tap, tap, forward, tap, tap, good, tap, forward, good. Turn to your right, tap, tap, good, keep forward, tap, tap, good, tap, good. Turn to your right, tap, 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 forward, tap. Let's go and go to 41. Turn to your right, forward, tap, 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 good. Turn to your right, tap, tap, relax your arm, tap, move, tap. You're gonna keep your arms down, tap, 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 tap. There she goes, good girl. Go to shorten a little bit, very good. Keep forward. Good. Tap, forward, tap, good. Turn to your right, tap, tap, forward, tap, 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 tap. Let's go to 44. Tap. Good. Turn, tap, 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 tap. Good. Keep forward. Forward, tap, good. Turn, tap, 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 tap. You're at 44?
Yes.
Let's go to 48. Good. Okay, good. Tap, forward, tap, good. Turn, tap, forward, tap, 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 good. I'm gonna have you go and try to keep your arms like this. There you go. Keep forward, tap, tap, tap. Good job. You got it. Good. Tap, tap. Good. Tap. Forward. Good. So you're at 48 now?
Yes.
Okay. Tap, tap. Good. Keep forward, keep forward. Good. Tap, tap. Keep forward. Sorry. Tap, 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 tap. Forward. Good. Keep going. Tap. Go to your left. Forward. Tap. Good. Keep forward, keep forward. Keep straight. Tap. 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 Keep straight, keep straight. Keep
You guys can go
tap.
through, it's fine.
Tap, tap, keep going, tap. Keep moving, keep moving. There you go. Turn to your left. Your left. Forward, tap, tap, tap. Good. Tap. Good. Let's go to 52. Forward. Tap. Good. Turn. Tap. Good. Pull to your left. Tap. 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 Keep forward. Pull to your left. Tap. Tap. So what you want to do is this. When she goes to your right, pull out to your left and tap as you're walking. Okay? Forward. Tap. Straight. Tap. Good. You got it. Good. Tap forward. Good. Yeah, you're good. You're doing better. Go to shorten your leash just like a foot or so. That's perfect right there. Relax your arm. Good. Good. Keep straight. Keep straight. Keep going straight. Keep going straight. Keep going straight. Now turn. Tap. Tap. Forward. Tap. Straight. Keep going straight. Pull to your left. Tap. Tap. You got it. Relax. Keep straight. Now right. Tap. 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 Keep straight. Keep straight. Tap. Good. Relax. Good. What number you at now?
52.
52? Let's go 58. Doing better. Forward. Tap. Good. And relax. Right. Tap. Good. Straight. Forward. Tap. Tap. Good. Better. Better. Turn. Tap. Tap. Good. Relax. Good. Keep straight. Keep straight. Forward. Tap. Good. Keep straight. Keep straight. Keep straight. Keep straight. Good. Now turn. Tap. Good. Keep straight. Keep straight. Keep straight. Now turn. Tap. Tap. Good. Keep straight. Keep straight. Tap. Good. Keep straight. Tap. Keep going. Keep going. Turn. Tap. Tap.
Dude, I can't.
Keep straight. Keep straight. Tap. 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 Keep straight. Tap. Good. Tap. Good. Keep straight. Keep moving. Keep moving. Turn. Tap. 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 You want to slow down right here? Slow down. And stop. You have a nervous dog in your hands. Okay? She's very flighty. That's where all this is coming from. What's your number? 58. Let's go to 64. So we can address this. Okay? But when all those bites came, and she was getting very
agitated.
yes. So you have to keep just straight. Okay, when you're moving. So when you hear me say keep straight, just keep it forward. Keep it moving, right? When I tell you turn, your turns are correct in the direction, but you want to make them very sharp. Okay? So that within that movement, you're just going straight back and forth. Because what you're doing, the beginning it was good, but then it started becoming more like fanned out, slower. Okay, and you want to be just back and forth. Yes. Okay.
Right away, like turn right away.
Exactly, and you want to keep your momentum. Okay. So
the bikes were very good distraction.
Yes, right. But that's why we're here. Okay.
And then the dog.
There's a dog. There's people. There's lots of stuff, right?
Runners.
Now she was getting better, but when she became overwhelmed, she started to lose it.
Right.
So
and
when she
we're
gets
at 58.
right. So what we're trying to do here is find a number that gets her to cap that behavior and focus. Okay, so you're making her more concerned about you and your movements than she is about what's going on in the environment. Okay, you're not hurting her psychologically, you're not hurting her physically or anything like that. This is actually what's going to help improve her behavior and help her handle that nervousness in a better way. Okay, it's giving her something to focus on. People tend
Every
to
single time she got closer to me,
yes.
And then a distraction came over, she went the other direction.
Correct.
That's when I had to she was from one side to the other.
Yes, right.
And so you can't see it, but when she's walking, she's got like a bounce in her step, and
yes,
she looks really happy.
It's because what we're doing here is we're challenging her.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's not uncommon to see that behavior. Dogs thrive with pressure. Okay, dogs thrive with physicality because that's how they raise each other. But when they go with humans try to do things with treats and like praise and being nice and affection. That's not how it works. They don't do that in their world. Okay, so you're giving her essentially what her nature is wanting, which is discipline, physicality, and direction. Okay, but it's how you apply it. So we didn't start off at 100. We started low, right? We worked our way up, and then we were like, okay, 35. But then as we started to add more stuff, we needed more power. Okay, we might find that number starts to go down as she starts to learn and handle her nervousness better. It may stay static or it might go higher. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just what's going to work for Noche depending on what's going on with the context.
You see
Okay.
that? She stayed here.
Oh, because
usually we'll get closer and we'll go down.
Sure.
But
yeah. Question so far.
no.
Do you want to give it another run, or you want to pass off the tip?
Tim can try it right now.
Okay, just go and swap.
Is he gonna start at 58?
Let's go down to 52. She's rested a bit. You'll be fine.
Now I didn't see her doing the twitch part. That's the one you point out because when you told me to go all the way to 50 something,
Sure.
I was like, oh, there's gonna be a big jump
Contraction or whatever?
from 48 to something.
Because what happens is as she starts to get either hot because of the weather or stressed out, like she's feeling it, but it doesn't always mean you're gonna see the contraction, like to the like what logically it should look like to you.
Right.
What we go by is the dog's response. That's why we kept bumping it, because I could see it wasn't enough for her to retain. She needed more power. Okay? So that's fine. Questions before you get started, Tim? So I'll coach you through it.
Give me this.
So we want her to be on your left side, of course.
Here's your wallet. Okay, on your left.
Correct. And going to shorten your leash a bit. We'll take, what is that, like an 8-foot leash?
Yeah.
That's good right there, okay? And I'm gonna have you turn to your right, and you're gonna be pressing that bumpy button, okay? So go ahead and start off turning to your right like that.
I have a twitch.
Oh, you're fine. No, you're fine. So go ahead and turn to your right, and forward, tap, 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 keep forward, tap, tap, tap. Good girl. Keep forward, tap. Good. Turn to your right, tap, tap, forward. Good. Just keep straight. Now right, tap, tap, tap. Good. Turn to your right again. Tap, good, forward, tap, pull to your left, tap, tap, good, forward. Keep straight, up. Pivot to your right. Turn to your right. Now forward. Tap, tap, good. Turn to your right. Tap, tap, forward. Let's go to 58. Yep, forward, tap, forward, pull to your left, tap, good, and relax. To your right, tap, forward, tap, tap, keep moving, tap. There you go, good. To your right, tap, good. Keep straight. Turn, tap, 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 good. Careful. Turn inwards. To your right, now forward. Good. Keep straight, and relax that arm. Good, turn to your right, tap, 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 keep straight, good. Keep straight, good. Relax that arm, good. Keep straight, tap, tap, straight, good. Slow turn, tap, turn, tap, straight, keep straight, good. Good, keep straight, good. Relax that arm. Tap forward, good, keep straight, very good. Tap forward, tap, good, keep straight. To your right, tap, forward, good. Pull to your left, tap, tap, good, keep straight. To your right, tap, straight, good.
Yeah, last year I go to the
Keep straight, good job.
Yeah, I did the other day.
Turn, tap, straight, tap, forward, forward, tap, tap, tap. Good. Keep straight, good. Keep straight, keep straight, keep straight, good. Now turn, tap, good. Good, keep straight, good. Slow turn. Watch with the bike. Huh. Good. Keep straight, keep straight, keep straight, keep straight. Yep, you got it. Keep straight. Good job. Good job. Now turn. Tap. Good. Turn inwards. And you're at 58. Let's go 62. She's doing better. But you can see where she's having trouble spots, right? But she went this entire way right next to him. Good. Relax. This way.
I'm gonna go from that. So
Tap. Tap.
the video that I saw were how.
Oh, yeah. That takes practice.
Yeah.
To your right. Tap. Forward. Pull to your left. Tap. 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 Pull to your left. Pull to your left. Straight. This way. This way. This way. This way. Pull to your left. There you go. And relax. And straight. Good. Keep straight. Keep straight. Keep straight. Keep straight. Keep straight. Good. Yeah. Keep forward. You're good.
Come on, Chai.
Keep forward. Good. Go ahead and turn. Slow. Go forward. Tap, tap, tap. Good. Keep straight. Good. Relax. Good. Pull to your left, tap. There she is. Atta girl. Keep straight. That's okay. Keep straight. See how she slowed down though? So she's catching herself. Turn. Tap. Good. Relax your arm. Good. Be careful. Keep straight. Turn to your right. Now forward. Good. Relax. Turn again. Good. Forward. Pull to your left. Tap. There you go. Good. And relax. Keep straight. Forward. Tap. Tap. Good. Still looking? Tap to your left, tap, pull to your left, tap, tap, tap. Keep going. Good. Relax, because we keep making turns. So she's paying more attention.
Okay.
Tap, good. Tap, tap, forward. That's discipline. Turn to your right. Tap, forward. You got it. Relax. Good. Keep straight, keep straight, keep straight. Keep straight. Slow. Slow. Turn to your right. Tap. Tap. Good. Forward. Tap. Good.
It was like a big enough group, like
Straight.
did their own
Go
things,
around.
and then we
There you go. Tap.
did like group
Forward.
dinners every night. And,
Good.
we
Forward.
divided it.
Tap.
So
Good.
like
Relax.
every
Good. Turn to your right. Tap. Tap. Were you at 62 now?
yeah.
68.
You got some bikes, you got some dogs. I got the most.
You got a lot all at once right at the beginning, so that was difficult. You got it. Doesn't have to be perfect. 67, 69 is fine.
I got it.
Okay, go to your right. Forward. Tap. Good. Very good. Relax. Slow turn. Good job. Keep forward. Nothing here. Now tap. Pull to your left. Tap. Good. Relax. Good. Keep straight. Keep straight. Keep straight. There you go. Good girl. Tap to your left. Pull to your left. There you go. Good. Tap forward. Good. Keep straight. Keep straight. Tap. Good. Slow turn. Good, straight. Good, relax. Keep straight, keep straight, keep straight, keep straight. Good job, good job. Good job. Cap. But keep there she goes. Good girl. Keep straight, keep straight, keep straight, keep straight. Good. Relax your arm. Good job. Talk about it. Slow turn. Cap. For today it is. Keep straight, relax. Now walk very slowly. Good, keep slow. Now stop. So, Sergio just asked, is her number 68 now? Okay. It's 68 because that's what the environment requires. But she's just learning. So there's a lot of factors going on here. The discipline factor is making her more nervous, okay? But she's a nervous dog. So think of nervousness as a stress response, right? She gets stressed, she becomes nervous. The e-collar is a stressor, okay? So if you're applying a stressor, it would make sense that the dog will become more nervous. But that's how we work dogs through these behaviors, okay? Because this is controllable, right? As long as she's on your side, there is no discipline. There is no stressor. So then she goes, oh, if I just walk beside dad, nothing happens. So it teaches her how it turns on and how it turns off. Okay, so whenever Noche was getting away from you, it turned on, but as soon as Noche came to your left side, it turned off. And now she's starting to perceive it as a communicator as opposed to a punisher. Okay, so if you look at her posture here, her tail's not tucked or anything. She's kind of like, what the hell just happened? Because it's a lot of discipline, but she's not freaked out. Okay, but that's why we go incrementally. And I'm trying to find a number that's going to get Noche to finally just snap out of the distraction mode, the I'm a puppy mode, to the okay, I need to focus mode. Okay, so as soon as she's understanding that concept, she started walking with you more and more. There was less turns. When you had her, it was boom, 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 and now you're able to go at least, what is that, like
I had more than
60 feet? Yeah, you did. So as you work with her, right? Good. So you saw how she got a little nervous with the bike there?
So that's what's going on. Because
Yeah.
she's like, this is like amazing.
She's just stationary because of discipline. Okay? So think of like when the first bikes came by and she was spazzing out, she's like, holy hell, right? Because the thought of the bike scared her. But the thought isn't real. E-collar is real. She feels that. So when she was having her moment with Sergio and he was working her through it, he was telling her, hey, that bike's not going to cause you any harm, right? It's just you think it might, but it won't. But if you leave my side, the collar goes off. So she relates to that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like if somebody asked me, am I scared of a ghost or a serial killer? I'd say a serial killer because that's real. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So here, the e-collar is tangible and it's something that she relates to and relates to you. So it actually helps her to handle those things. Does that make sense? Because now she's...
Is that why she's so good at the clay? Because she's got that connection that she's in there and nothing's going to happen?
That would be it. That's a different thing.
Okay.
So the crate can be like a safe place, like her denning place, where she feels enclosed and protected. And that could be why she's more secure in that space. In this space, she's very vulnerable, right, to the bikes and stuff that's happening. But right now, you're her frame of reference where she's like, if I'm next to dad, that's the safe place. Because when I'm not next to dad, the collar goes off, right? And the collar, because that's physical, is worse than the bike. Because the bike is just the thought process, like the thought of something happening. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay.
Sometimes she was coming to me, but she
Yes.
asking for help or
Yes.
to take away the pain or whatever.
Yes, right?
So
So
like, I want to go to you, maybe that can take it away.
think of it as like with kids, when like the kid will, like let's say the mom disciplines the kid and the kid will run to dad or vice versa. Similar. Okay, where she's like, hey, I've had enough of this pressure. Help me. Now I like that you just stayed back and you just let it happen because that's what teaches her, okay, dad's not gonna help. I have to work through it. And you're using the thing that she's trying to seek comfort from to actually make her do it. So what she's learning is there's no escape. right?
I even, I position myself behind the bench.
Sure.
Just put it like,
And you don't do that to help her, right? Because you want her to go through these challenges. The faster she goes through them, the faster she progresses.
Okay.
So like most trainers start in a quiet room and then they work you out, right? But realistically speaking, it never works because of the techniques, right? Here, I'm like, okay, you have a nervous dog. It might be a tiny bit harder, but you're still able to do it. Does that make sense? Because of the tool. So right away, you're working her through real life in a realistic environment. Day one, that if you can do this today, anything else should be easy.
I feel like
Now, the reason why we
in
went
general, my workouts overall during quarantine have been a lot lighter.
So you can think of it like
Just,
her
something to
nervousness
get moving, but
is overwhelming. To override the overwhelming nervousness, you need more power. Okay, but that's why we went up incrementally. Yeah, she didn't do anything?
Yeah.
So as you condition her more, 68 might become 30. Okay, maybe. Because now she's not going to be so nervous because you're toughening her up. All right. Or it can be as she learns what the e-collar is, she becomes more sensitive that she doesn't need more power. Okay, so there's a lot of ways you can work out, but don't worry about the number. Okay, I know she's a puppy, right? So a lot of people think, does a puppy really need 68? But right here, you can see the benefit of going to 68 in this particular context. But again, incrementally. Okay.
Now, how does she associate that after not having the collar afterwards? After, we tried many times and we do this, eventually she will do it without just being next to us without being the collar around.
So remember the collar, think of the collar as like a cop, right? So most people speed on the expressway unless there's a cop, right? So you only use the collar when you need it. If she's a great dog inside the house, you don't need it. If you're just running out for a quick potty break and you don't care if she moves a little bit, you don't need it. But if you're gonna go for a long walk, go to the park, go to the dog park, go to your friend's house, go to a restaurant patio, you would need it because now there's more things involved, right? But the more you train with her, the less you end up having to use it. So it's just present, right? Because just like with people, if you can get away with something, a lot of people will try to do it, right? So the dog's the same way. She goes, oh, the e-collar's not on. Can I get away with pulling today without consequence?
Opportunistic.
Correct, opportunistic, absolutely. Okay, so it's nothing about the training or the training method, or you or me. It's just opportunistic behavior. Okay. Now, is it possible to train a dog to that degree where you don't need the collar? Yes, but you're looking at thousands of hours of work, right? Most people, unless you're a dog trainer, you're not gonna do that, right? You're gonna train as you go about your day, when you go for walks and things like that, and that's perfectly fine. Okay.
Okay.
Questions so far?
Okay, so when we're walking, and I want her to walk next to me, and she starts getting behind me, then I want to bring her forward, and as I'm going down,
You tap, correct, right? And you'll know when you're at the right number because she should just boom. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is gonna do another little run. We're gonna dip it down. What number are we at right now? 68. Let's go ahead and go down. We're gonna go down to 38. Oh, quite a bit down. Okay, because right now, Noche was literally processing everything that just happened. During this time, as she's been sitting there, her brain's been going like going through all the math. So she may be more sensitive to the lower number. So whenever we're teaching and we stop to rest, I always reset the number a little bit, so I don't catch the dog off guard in case they do process and get more in tune to the color. Okay? So we're gonna repeat the same exercise. I'm gonna try to hold back on coaching you. So I want you to do everything when you feel you need to, okay? Unless I see you're super late, then I'll coach you through it. Remember, anytime Noche passes you, always 180 to the right and tapping until she catches up to you. She tends to overshoot a bit, which is why I kept telling you, keep straight, because eventually she'd slow down and then line herself up. That should resolve itself as you practice more.
okay, so when she's sitting there trying to cut.
Yeah, so don't be afraid when you're moving forward to just walk through her. Because what you're teaching her is, hey, if you cut in front of me, I'm gonna walk through you. So then she'll start to find a pocket where she's like, okay, don't come over here, stay over here. All right? Whenever you're ready, forward, relax, tap, forward, tap. There you go. All right, she thought about it. Keep straight, you got it. Slow turn. Tap. Forward. You got it. Relax. Keep straight. You got it. Good. Yeah. Good job. You got it. Good job. You got it. Good move. Good move. Right. Relax that arm. You got it. Good. Go ahead and slow turn. Relax that arm. There, relax. Check. Walk through here. Relax that arm. There you go. Now turn. Tap. Tap. Better. Okay. Good. Slow turn again. Right. Keep straight. You got it. Good job. You got it. Keep straight. Keep straight. Keep straight. Yeah. Good move. Yep. That's fine. That's fine. Good job. Relax. Good. Going to slow walk. Slower. Stop. Stop. Good. Hold. 1 second. Good. Go ahead and take 1 step forward. Hold right there. Good. Forward. It's discipline.
No, it's like good at the moment, or like down,
Sure.
Should I have stopped and get with the bike? The bike was going faster.
Yeah, you're too. It was too much. Yeah, you were fine. Slow turn. I actually had him stop for a different reason. The bike just happened to be against them. Go ahead and speed up a little, Tim.
Speed up. Speed up. Speed up more.
Yeah.
No, speed up.
No. I'm sorry. Speed up your speed. Yeah. Tap forward. Now slow walk. Slow turn. Right. Keep slow. Forward. Slow. Slower. Stop. Good. See what she's at?
That's what I saw in the video.
Questions?
Yeah, the video is that she stopped, she moved, she came.
Correct. So what we're doing here is we're creating handler awareness. Okay, we're teaching Noche that there's someone at the end of the leash that she should be paying attention to. Okay, that's why you're that and the method that we're doing is why you're getting it so quickly. Okay. Do you have any questions so far?
I have one as I was walking.
Was it about leash pulling, speed, turning, slowing, stopping, distractions?
You what?
If it comes to you, just feel free to ask. Yeah. Do you have questions?
Yeah, I have two questions. One is the average dog, is that learning, is that the speed of the learning stuff?
Typically.
Yeah?
Yeah. In your case, it might be a little slower because of the nervousness.
Okay.
But it's not that she's not learning the same speed. It's that you have to learn how to train a nervous dog, which is different than a normal, stable dog.
Question two, is the breed, is the difference in the breed or anything like that?
I'm sorry?
Like she's a Labrador, is the difference in the breed that they respond differently? Like if I want
It comes down to personality type. really like sensitive nervous dogs might be a lower number and really jumpy, but that's just how they perceive everything. Okay. Most dogs are like this. Okay. I've learned breed. It could be like I had a pug today who, once he understood what the collar was, responding just the same way as Noche. You know.
I have a friend and she just got a dog and she asked me these questions for me and I want to see if that works for my dog. So that's probably business for you coming up. So
Yeah, for sure. No, every dog, in my opinion, there's not been a dog that I could not train with e-collar. Okay, with other methods, it's more difficult.
When you go to is going to a dog park about that now?
No, I mean, I wouldn't use the collar to make her come to you because we're not there yet.
Okay, but if we went to the dog park and we let her loose, does that undo just everything we just did?
No. So we're gonna have an on and off switch. Okay, so let's say you're working with Noche. Something that you're probably gonna see is when you're walking home, she's gonna want to pull home. Okay, because of the stress. Now, it's better if you make Noche walk at your side all the way home, so it's gonna be a lot of turning, right? But let's say like you have to get home by a certain time, you don't have the time to practice. You would stop, wait a moment, and you would say break. Okay, break means it's over. Then Noche can pull you home, right? Because now you've created an off switch. So think of obedience, what we're doing as clocking Noche in. She's working. But then when you say break, you clock her out. And then she's free to do what she wants. Okay? So as long as you don't stop reinforcing after you've said the cue, you're not undoing anything, right? The dog park, go ahead.
So we're walking home. When she gets way ahead of us, we should turn the other way.
Tap, and then you would turn again.
And then turn again.
Correct, so you can keep going back, right? And then if you keep doing it over and over and you're making no progress, you bump your number. Okay, so what I would do is I have my 3 correction rule. If I don't see a change within 3 taps or 3 corrections, I bump the number. That was my reference for you today. So every 3 turns, I was saying 52, 58, 64. That's how I was bumping it, okay?
Okay, tomorrow.
What's our starting number?
So what you would do is when you come out, let Noche have her bathroom break first. That's easiest. Once she's done, then you're gonna find her working number like we did in the beginning. And when you watch the videos, it'll help you understand it as well. But you would do that over again. And let's say it's 34, then you would start walking. Okay, so first potty break, get that out the way, find your working number, and then start your training. Okay, and your training is done as you walk. So if you're walking with Noche and she's great and she's on your hip for blocks, you don't need to do anything, right? But let's say you're gonna come to a stop sign. Before I had you turn, when she was paying attention, before I had you stop, did you notice what I was telling you to do? You know what was up?
Slowing down.
Slowing down, correct, right? Super important, okay? The slowing down is important because that tells Noche something is changing, right? So if you just stop abruptly, she's never gonna get it because it's abrupt, right? You guys drove here, right? What do you do before you stop? Yeah, and then if you're going fast and you need to turn, unless the light was yellow. And if you're going fast, before you have to turn, what else do you want to do? Slow down, or you flip your car, right? Same thing for Noche. When you're going to come to a stop and when you're going to come to a turn, you would slow down first. If Noche slows down with you, you're good. And then you slow to that stop. That's how that happened. Is I had you speed up, and then I said slow down, slower, slower, stop. And then she was right beside you.
Well, you should just go down and just rub on the floor. She's like, I'm not shocked that she's just standing there still.
Yeah, because she's processing everything that's happening. Yeah.
And as we train on these different things, does that get rid of nervousness in other places then?
Yes. So as you expose her more, right? So if I know I have a dog that's nervous of bikes, after I get really good foundation, I start going to bike trails. And now you're just exposing her, and eventually she goes, oh, I've seen a million bikes and nothing's ever happened. Nothing to be nervous about, right? But you need to have the brain in this kind of place in order for that to happen. If you didn't have her in this kind of place and she was kind of like this, you get nowhere. You're just making it worse. You're making the dog more nervous and you're overwhelming because they're not getting over it. They're staying stuck within that mindset. Okay? Other questions? You wanna try now? Try again?
That's
How long is too much?
That's a good question. We'll talk about that. So after this little run, I'm going to give you your homework, and we're going to cap it there for her, okay?
Okay, this is 38.
Let's go down to 28.
Okay.
And then get her to your left side. So walk on the opposite side. There you go. Good. And yep. And go to before you start, go ahead and relax first. So you always want to be like that. Now for your visual, you see where the loop is on the leash? Right, keep your leash, just stand still, relax your arms. Go back a little bit forward like you were, right there, okay? So you see your leash, you see where the little loop is, keep your arm down, right? You want to keep that little loop by her armpit. See that? Yeah, the slack where it makes the little J.
Yeah.
Keep the bottom of that J by her armpit. If you have it lower, she's gonna step over the leash and she's gonna get tangled in it. Okay?
The only way that
Also
I
hold it
lift
higher
this
up.
is because she's getting in my way, so I have to like move.
Yeah, the only time you use the leash is if she's on the wrong side. When you're turning, you should not be using the leash.
Right, it should be
You should
like
just
this.
be like that. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving baby.
And it's gonna take some practice because you have to unlearn old habits. Okay. But the reason why we remove the harness is because the harness promotes pulling. Okay. And you're gonna have opposing. Good. You're gonna have opposing ideas because the harness is saying pull, but the leash is saying don't pull. Okay. It's gonna be very confusing.
Okay.
Okay. So from now on, my suggestion is you don't use the harness. You just simply use your flat collar, pair it with the e-collar. Okay. Go ahead and move forward. Tap, tap, pull to your left, tap, tap, and relax. Good. Slow turn. Good. Nothing there because she turned with you. You saw that? Keep straight. Keep straight. Yep, tap, forward, good. Yeah, keep straight, good job. Okay, yep, pull to your left, tap. Good, and relax, good. Pick up a little bit of slack. Good girl. Keep straight. So if she starts to cross in front of you a little bit, you just keep forward and bump her out the way, okay? Relax your arm. Good. Keep straight. Yep. Try going a little faster. Tap. Good girl. Keep straight. Slow turn. That's okay. Now walk slow here. Keep forward though. Watch the spikes, but keep forward. Keep straight. You're good. Keep straight. Keep walking. Tap. Tap. Pull to your left. Tap. Good. Tap. Tap. Good. Good. Slow turn. So you see how the leash got underneath the armpit there? Mm-hmm. It's because it's too slack. So let's go ahead and remove it from underneath her arm there. And you want to shorten it so that the loop is by her armpit a little bit more. Right there, it's perfect, okay? And forward. Tap. Good girl. Good. Slow turn. Good. Good. Now slow walk. Keep forward slower. Slower. Slow. Stop. Good. Forward. Shorten your leash just a little bit. Like that. That's good. Perfect. Good. Slow turn. Tap. Tap. Good. Because she kept going forward. You see that? Go and speed up a bit. Then slow.
That's a scarecrow.
Slow, forward, keep straight, keep straight, keep straight, keep straight.
That's the scarecrow.
Good. Slower. Slow. Stop. Go ahead and turn to your right. Stop. Good, that's okay for now. Because we did an abrupt turn there. Yep, that's fine. Good. Then forward. Think it'll be that fast? This is why I insist on doing e-collar, because it's just easy for everybody. In every class, you get it. Good. Slow walk. Get ready for that stop. Tap. Right. Slow to stop. Good. Scooters. Good. And what I have you do here is take 3 steps. Good. Take 1 big step. 5 steps. Good. Right, so she's a little off here. She's like 80-90%. So ideally we want her right spot on that leg, but that's okay for now. All right. We'll do 1 more little run, and then we're gonna give you your homework, okay? Walk around the park now.
Like I said, with those dogs went by.
Good turn, good turn. Right, good. You got a bike on your right coming? Yeah. Good. And I'm gonna have you slow stop in front of Tim here. Perfect. Okay.
She did that one. It was fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there was a little bit where she started to get ahead of you. Mm-hmm. So it's the nervousness. The nervousness is causing her to kind of forge a bit, but the discipline is causing her to then slow down and kind of look at what you're doing. Okay, so it's nothing out of the ordinary for this kind of case. Okay. So your homework for this week, and to touch on your question, how much is too much? Right. For leash walking, there's no real such thing as too much, because the walking alleviates stress. So ideally, what I would do is like 3 20-minute walks or 4 15-minute walks and break it up. But let's say one day you only have like a solid hour that you can just practice. That's fine too. Because remember, you're only doing the remote and the turning when Noche is getting out of the line.
Yeah.
Right? Otherwise, you just keep walking like you normally would.
So we have never used it continuous.
No, the continuous don't worry about. Always the neck function. Okay? The vibrator or the pager, you would only use the test if the collar is working. So let's say you're walking with Noche and you're on 100 and you feel like it's bad, like she's not doing anything, she's not listening. I grab the box, I hit the pager, it's not vibrating. Oh, they must have died, or I forgot to turn it on. Okay, so that's why in the video it'll show you what I like to do is I turn it on and I vibrate, make sure everything's good, and then I put it on. You want to get used to that habit. Same thing when you turn it off, you take it off, hit the pager, turn off the collar, hit the pager, no vibrate, then turn off your remote.
Okay, down.
Yeah, because if you do the remote first and then hit pager, it's not going to vibrate because you turned off the remote. Okay, so ideally smaller chunks. Otherwise, you could technically do 2 hours. It's not going to she's not going to come home stressed out about it or anything like that. It's just the longer you go in the beginning, the less they tend to retain. Okay, now here we go for a solid hour, but I give a lot of breaks so the dog can process what's going on in between each of those
For the
training
first
sessions.
time.
Right,
so she's
right.
gonna retain more if we do in short, like
Correct. Either short 20-minute walks or 15-minute walks, and then once she's trained, you just do your walks like normal. You know, because then you're not having to do all the turns and stuff. It's just you do them if you have to. Okay. If you walk with her and you decide to give her a potty break, you would walk, come to a stop, just like Sergio did here. Wait a moment. Noche, break, and then you'd bring her to the grass. When you say break, she can pee, poop, roll on the ground, you know, sniff, all that stuff. She's on her own time. And then once you're ready again, you simply start walking and tap to bring Noche to your side, and then she's back into working mode.
Okay. And that collar, how I have it on it.
Yeah, but in your video you say you can switch from one to the other.
Yes, every 2
Because
hours.
otherwise there's like
Pressure sores.
pressure sores.
If we do a break, that should still be the same color. Right?
Excuse me?
If we're doing and we do a break and then she rolls around or something.
Right, you could.
Then when we start back up, that should still be in the same.
Correct. Correct. If you see it kind of going like this and shuffling, it's definitely too loose.
Okay.
But if she scratches at it, if it's on snug enough, it should not move, period. Okay? And then if she does roll around and play and romp around and stuff, you may have to refine your working number again, you know? And then as you get used to it, you just start jumping into things and you don't even think about it.
She was responding to me at 28.
Correct.
And she was going for Tim at 68.
Correct. But the second time he went down to 38.
Yeah.
So it went from...
The max was 68 for her.
Correct. But we had just introduced it to her. She didn't know what it was. We had a lot of stresses going on at the same time. And then as I saw her behaving better or being more obedient, I started to dip that number down to experiment and say, like, is she going to respond to this? Which she did. So you can tell when you're at the appropriate number because it should never be an argument with the dog. Okay, once the dog's got the concept, it should never be an argument.
Neither of us said anything to her.
Correct.
We didn't use any verbal cues, any Noche,
Correct.
come, walk, let's go, nothing like that.
Correct.
Actually, we continue doing that
Yes.
without verbal
Next class,
communication.
we'll start the word.
Okay.
Okay. So the reason why we don't do the word today.
You didn't say that, so I was like, so we just did it automatically.
No. No
You didn't
words.
say
The
no
only
word.
word you're saying is break.
Right.
To let her have her free time. The reason why I don't do words is because people, they feel bad about the remote and they start using heel, and the dog's pulling. But I'm like, but the heel doesn't even mean anything because the dog hasn't been trained yet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because they don't want to use the remote. So if I remove the word, it forces you to have to use the remote to communicate. Correct. Okay. So I'm backwards. I teach the behavior first, and then once I get it to 100% or as close to 100% as possible, then I label it. Okay. Only use the collar for the stuff that we've covered. Okay. Don't try to use it for the recall. Don't try to use it for sits or anything like that.
Just try to use it without the leash.
Exactly. Okay. Everything until as we progress is always on the leash and only the stuff that we've covered. Okay.
Okay, we only try it outside because when we were doing the other training, everything was practicing inside the house without any distractors.
Yeah.
It's all outside
Yeah.
with the distractions in place.
And we can walk around over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, downtown is a lot of distractions.
I would plan for the beginning that the way home, because remember stress, right? So I think right now when you walk to your car, you're probably gonna pull. Okay. So if you want to just get to your car and not worry about it, Noche, break, and then just let her pull. Okay.
So take the collar now, change it to the other one instead of like taking it with it to the car like that. It's not that far.
That doesn't matter. As we learn more, you'll start to kind of understand how this works in terms of why it's not a bad thing for the dog to like pull when we've done the training session, because she's clocked in. When she's not clocked in, it doesn't matter what she does. Okay. You needed help with potty training, correct? So you can set up a Zoom session. You can set that up whenever you want. Okay. You don't have to wait till a week or whatever. You can set it up between now and next class so we can cover potty training.
A lot of the times is because she's nervous about being by herself in that room. We walk away, she pees it when we're not watching.
Sure.
So it's nervousness.
Nervousness or a little bit of separation anxiety, yeah.
Yeah.
So once all these things or all the pieces start to move into place, we should resolve that issue. Otherwise, once you tell me what's going on, I'll have a better idea of if it's potty training or behavioral.
Okay. So just email you to set that up? Or how do we set that up?
Maria. Yeah, Maria will handle all the
Just tell her
scheduling.
we need
Yeah, so you can tell her like we'd like to schedule a Zoom session, and then you can set it up as soon as
Maria
you
has
know.
all the answers.
I know Saturday and Sunday I won't because I'm training all day, but it's usually Mondays and Tuesdays that I do the Zooms. So she'll get that time coordinated with you, and then you'll be all set.
Okay. And I think next week we're Saturday.
Okay.
And then the following week we go back to Friday.
Okay.
And I think she's going to send us up on Friday this time, double time, except we're going to be out of town that one.
Oh, I got you. Sure. Yeah, it's not a problem. My schedule's all over the place, and it's starting to. We got like 5 consultations today, so
So business is coming again.
now it's starting to pick up again. You know, and I feel like these videos are helping a lot because people are seeing the proof of, holy shit, this works.
I know. I mean, like we were like, did she just do that?
Right, and then the impression is it's going to be really bad. You know, like people, like you were nervous. Like, is it gonna hurt or anything?
No, but like I said, when you watch her walk,
I just go by my friends who has, they have dogs for all their lives and they have never used this. But she doesn't never walk them out. They're always in the house.
I look at that though like that's actually like today. Why didn't we see things? Because we're moving our offices. And
Oh, sure.
Anything new, everybody's and
Right.
this is like a new kind of way to do this, and they're all like,
Noche, are you still there?
Yeah.
you get a lot of pushback from it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, but it's because of ignorance. They don't understand how it works.
What's the difference with that
Or people yelling at their dog.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't do anything like that, right? And people, it's funny because I've seen people on the streets like take their dog and yell at them. I'm like, you'd rather do that than like just do this, which was like you saw her like at the end she started wagging her tail.
I know,
She was more confident, more relaxed.
Confident, that's the word.
Because dogs thrive with discipline. They bite each other. But when they come with the humans come on a coddle and affection and all the sweet things. That's the easy stuff. This is the hard stuff, right? Getting over ourselves and our opinions on things and going like, okay, we think this is going to make it better. Let's go ahead and do it. And then there you go. So,
Great.
Just looking at it, she's a big dog. We don't want her jumping on people.
for sure. So you have your homework for the week. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Okay.
We're doing that every day. I mean, the teaching of it.
Yes,
Remember,
every day. Every
there's-
time you go for a walk, you practice.
Yeah.
Okay. If it's a quick potty break, doesn't matter. But every walk is a practice walk or a training walk. If you have any questions, email is best, which you now have. If it's an emergency, you should have my number. So it's kind of like, hey Jesse, shit hit the fan. What do we do? Then you would call me or text me. Okay. All right, gentlemen.